Hello, I'm Don Hammock, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Thank you for joining us for an emotional episode of Bulldog Blitz. Gulf Coast 14, Co-Lin 13 here in Wesson. Bulldogs win on a touchdown pass with 2 seconds left. We're going to talk with Coach Jack Wright about an emotional week. We'll also talk with quarterback Phillip Short and wide receiver Rico Dorsey, who hooked up on the final play with 2 seconds left. Later on, we'll talk with Mike Smith, the linebacker who led the Regulators in a shutdown effort of the Wolves. Later on in the show, we'll introduce you to wide receiver KT Hicks, and men's basketball coach Tim Ryan will introduce you to his 2021-22 basketball Bulldogs. Stick around. On the field after a dramatic victory for the Gulf Coast Bulldogs with head coach Jack Wright. Jack, you sat down, we kind of looked at each other and said, what are we going to talk about? There's so much to talk about, so many emotions. What was tonight like?
I was excited to be here. I felt like the kids needed a game. I felt like I needed a game. I thought we needed to play. I think it's a step moving forward. I think it's a step to try to get through some grief. So I was excited to be here. I felt like we would play well. I just thought we had a good week of practice. I thought our practices this week were a relief. They're kind of a break from the grief and our mind wandering throughout the day. So just going back and watching the practices a little bit, I thought we practiced well, and I was excited to be here, but had no clue what to expect.
I know I heard you before the game, you said you thought you guys were ready. You go in at halftime, you're down 13-0, and I heard you say some things I don't hear you say all the time, and we can't repeat it here, but,
yeah.
But what were you thinking there with that halftime speech?
I'm going to be honest with you, Don. I felt like we could win the game. I really felt like we could win the game. I knew he just had not played well. We had not put things together. We only ran 27 plays of offense at halftime. And, when you don't get a large number of snaps, that just kind of – you don't really know where to start. You got to get something established, and we hadn't done that yet. So I felt like we could get something established. And the big play to Bracey coming out of the locker room in the third quarter obviously gave our whole sideline a lot of life.
And so you come right out. I think it was 3 plays. You score on a 60-yard touchdown pass. Then you get the ball back and you drive back down there. Another really impressive long drive that ends. Third down ended, just inches short. Some of our folks thought Phillip got in. They said he didn't. So you don't convert there, and then you have to wait until the final gun to take the lead.
Right.
How did you guys kind of keep in the game and keep slugging?
Just effort by the players. They kept going as hard as they could. I mean, we had receivers out there bending over between plays and still running routes full speed. Our O-line, we were shorthanded there with a couple of guys out. A lot of those guys played every snap. They came through. A couple of true freshmen played every snap up there. Just the players' effort and energy. I mean, multiple times over the night our defense could have given up or, not chased their gap or not chased the ball. All 11 guys chased the ball all night. Every receiver ran every route hard. Mike McGowan ran hard. Our O-line blocked hard. So really give them credit. They played hard the entire time. We were down 13-0, and we had nothing going at halftime, and they never lost hope.
And the Regulars, they didn't have necessarily big plays, but they just kept stopping them and keeping all in the game. They gave up a couple, really long field goals, too. I mean, those 2 field goals were from downtown. They did a great job.
They did. They did a fantastic job. Just proud to, call them a coach. The energy and the effort that they put forth tonight is unmatched. Just so proud of them. I mean, like I said, they could have, at any time they could have laid down or said, I'm going to take a play off on the backside, or I'm going to let this guy run by me and take a play off. They never did it. All 11 guys that were out there, we've rolled a lot of guys in tonight, Don. It was a hot, humid night here. We played a lot of players, especially in the front. Probably almost the entire defensive roster got in there. So just proud of all of them.
110 seconds left. You get the ball back. I don't even know what yard line it was, but you got a long way. I think it was maybe 25-yard line. You got a long way to go. What are you trying to get your team to do in that situation?
Well, we knew we had 2 timeouts left, so hitting the middle of the field still not a big deal. To me, the most impressive play was getting the first down after we got in 2nd and 21. I can't remember the exact sequence, but I think we took a sack on first down. We had to call a timeout right there, and then it's not looking good for us 2nd and 21. I didn't want to try to get it back in one chunk. I wanted to kind of chip away and just get a first down. Still had 1 timeout left, so hitting something in the middle of the field is not a huge deal. But we just had guys make plays. Rico Dorsey made some guys miss. Jonathan Harris made some guys miss. And that's just a credit to the effort. I mean, that's just effort plays. That's what it was.
Get the pass interference penalty that gets you first down at the 10-yard line. What are you trying to do on that final play?
All night really we were trying to hit Bracey. We hit him the one time on the big touchdown, but he really was the primary read on a lot of plays, and he was the primary read on that play. And we just tagged, a little route behind it in case they overplayed Bracey, which they did. Me and Phillip talked about it right before the play. They played it just like we thought they might, and then Rico kind of snuck in right behind Bracey. So that was kind of the read for Phillip right there.
Finally get to come back home next week. I know this has been an emotional week. You got any thoughts about the next 7 days?
Well, we got Levi's funeral tomorrow. We're going. Some of us are going to Meridian, and we're going to visit with the family and some friends up there. So it's not over. We're still grieving, but it's a huge sigh of relief, and it is on the journey of steps. This is definitely one of the biggest ones.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Here with quarterback Phillip Short, who engineered a dramatic 2-minute drive to win the game tonight. Phillip, you go out onto the field. What are y'all thinking in that situation?
We go out on the field, I think, if I remember right, it's 1:50 left. And, we had all timeouts. We had all our timeouts, so I was just like, let's just get the ball into these athletes' hands. They can't, let's just let them make plays. We don't have to go force it deep. We'll just get it to them, let them get some run after catch, get some yak, and, just inch it down and just try to give ourselves a chance. We knew if we gave ourselves a chance, we'd convert. And that's what we did, man. Big thanks to the offensive line. They protected back there very well in that 2-minute drive. We were just back-to-back, so I know they was tired, man. But they fought through. The receivers fought through. They ran great routes, crisp routes. Got some yards after catch for them, made the job a lot easier.
I saw one of the O-linemen getting helped off the field. I think he was probably a play from cramping up. Y'all got it in just in time for him. You took a sack there on that drive and got way behind the sticks, 2nd and 21. What let y'all pick that back up?
We took a sack. Blitz came. I couldn't quite get it out. Took a sack, and I just knew. I knew that in the zone, it's going to play very, very, very soft, trying not to give up the big play. And I know we recruit the best athletes, I feel like, in Mississippi. So I just know if I just get the ball in their hands, they can do the rest. We can set it up shop for a 3rd and short or 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. We can convert on that. So I was just trying not to throw an incompletion, get the ball in their hands, and just knock off some of the yards for 3rd down. So that's what I was trying.
Pass interference gives you 1st and goal from the 10. What were y'all trying to do on that play?
We was trying to attack the middle of the field. We had been attacking the outside and the short routes all the game, so we was trying to get them and attack the middle of the field. And luckily, the DB hit KT a little bit early, set us up nice on the 10-yard line for a last play, and the rest is history. When you get the snap, when do you know that you're going to Rico there? Coach Wright dialed it up when they called a timeout. Other teams called timeouts, which was great for us. So we had a chance to sit there and dial up a play. And he was just like, we had been working at it all week, the glance routes. And he was just telling me, like, I couldn't take a sack, and if pressure comes up, you got to evade it. We need you right now. That's what he told me before the play. Like, we need you. You got to complete this pass. We had a timeout left, but we was trying to complete the pass right then. So, big thanks to Rico. He grind all week for it, so I wasn't surprised that it was him. He runs great routes, and he puts in the work during the week, so big ups to him.
What was this week like, with losing Levi, and how did y'all kind of, you don't want to, I don't want to say you use it, but you have to kind of recover from that and be ready for tonight.
For sure. We just, as you know, we had the memorial. I think that was Monday or Sunday, one of those days we had the memorial. And after that, we was trying to get over because we knew we had a game, and we knew this is what Levi would want. Levi would want us to come out here and fight hard. He was a very competitive guy. So we knew that that's what he would want. He would want us to come out here and give it all we got. Being down 13-0, at half and coming back, scoring 14 unanswered, I mean, that's just a magical way to end it with a very, you know, roller coaster week like we had. And for it to end like that, I mean, it's just magic. I mean, I just can't do nothing but thank God. I mean, that's just God. He put us in the right place, the right positions at the right time.
Congratulations, Phillip. Good job. Here on the field with Rico Dorsey, wide receiver. Rico, what was going through y'all's mind walking out on the field there for that final drive?
I was walking out on my mind, just play 4 quarters. You know, Coach Wright word this week was adversity. Adversity. You know, we faced adversity the whole week, starting Thursday night last week. So we just knew we was gonna come out here and play 4 quarters, no matter the scoreboard. We was gonna give it all we got.
What happened on that final play?
Coach Wright gave us a call. You know, broke it down and we executed. You know, did exactly what he said do.
When did you know that you're going to be open and the ball would be coming your way?
Coach Wright said if the cornerback comes downfield, dotted in there, I seen Phil lining up to dot my way. I missed the play 3rd quarter. I just want to look the ball in, make the play. I
didn't want to bring up the play in the 3rd quarter, but you had a long pass that might have gone for a touchdown. Didn't wrap it up. How did that play on your mind?
You know, we just. Coach Wright word for this week right here is adversity. I knew I was going to face adversity sometime, and that was just a play. I just knew I had to shake it off and finish the game, and let's get the win.
What changed at halftime for y'all? First half, you didn't get a lot done offensively. What kind of flipped there? You guys had 3 good drives. One of them fell just a couple inches short.
Nothing changed. You know, we just came out and executed like Coach Wright say. First half, we started out slow. We knew we was going to play 4 quarters like I've been saying, so we just came out. We was going to fight. So that's what we did.
Congratulations, Rico.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dunn.
Here on the field with sophomore linebacker Mike Smith. We don't have the official stats, but Mike, I believe you had 11 million tackles tonight. Mike, what was it like tonight out there? All 4 quarters of effort.
Just fighting to the end. We really leaned on each other heavy. We didn't get down on each other too bad when the scoreboard didn't look good in our favor, but we just kept leaning on each other to the end of the game.
You guys on the regulators did a heck of a job, held them to 13 points. What were y'all trying to get done today?
Mainly just stopping the run and, you know, making the offense play in our favor. You know, after the loss last week, we kind of had to, take a step back and, regroup with each other after everything that went on and really just leaned on each other throughout the whole game and trusted each other.
You guys had a big drive. I think you got a 3 and out there that last drive. Maybe they got 1 first down, but what is it like out there on the field when you know you got to get off the field and get the offense a chance to
really not overreacting, just, you know, staying poised, remembering what the coaches tell you to do and stuff, and just not trying to do too much, but just doing your job, and everybody else gonna take care of their job, and then everything gonna take care of itself.
I know it's been a long week, a lot of emotion after what happened when we got back last week. How did you guys try and kind of handle that?
We just played for him. You know, we just thought about what he would want us to do in that situation and stuff, and, you know, we just leaned on him. We know he was watching over us and encouraging us from above, and we just played for him.
Congratulations, Mike.
Appreciate that.
KT Hicks is a pint-sized wide receiver who packs a big punch. Let's meet KT.
I started playing football in 5th grade for the Mighty Tigers in Hattiesburg. I like it because I got to run around and have fun without, you know, getting in trouble. Yeah, I was always fat from the get-go, been fat my whole life. First, the atmosphere, the fans, they had the best facilities, best coaching, so I feel like GoCo was the best fit for me if I wanted to make it D1. I walked on here my last year. I walked on here and it was just a last minute thing. Really, it was just, oh, Go Coach having a trial. Let me go try out since I didn't have really many offers coming out of high school, and they brought me in and been well ever since. When I got my scholarship, that was my favorite memory under that dancing and getting surprised with scholarship. That was my favorite memory since I've been here at Go Coach. Coach Bam is very, hard, but we get the job done. He got very high expectations. We go out, try to get the job done every Thursday, come out every day hard for him. The number one thing is pay attention to details. He always wants us to pay attention to details and to make sure that we taking note, time management. You gotta have time management skills. He teaches us different life skills throughout the day to make sure we get through, make college and our life easier. Playing for Coach Wright, he wants us the SC expectations, so we try to come out every Thursday, make sure we SC expectations, make plays for him, make his job a lot easier. Oh, the campus is great. Everybody very friendly. Everybody I feel very welcome. Don't really have that many problems. It's really good on campus. Really great campus. We really have started off slow, but we really gonna pick it up. We've been working hard every day to pick it up and make sure that we exceed expectations. Just the whole offense, we all got to get clicking. We all gonna get going, and we been working every day to make sure that we get going, to make sure that things get back right. Oh, the regular is tough. I feel like they're the #1 defense in the nation, and I really love playing. I love being on their side first of all, because I hate to play against them. They bring the energy every day, make sure they pick up offensively down and keep us going. Jones game, the play I caught in the back of the end zone, and I did my dance out there. That was my favorite play. That was my favorite play since I've been here. Play video games, chill, or really I watch TV, or go to the field, put in work.
Coach Tim Ryan enters his second season with the men's basketball program here at Gulf Coast. Let's talk with Coach Ryan about his Bulldogs.
Well, I like the team. We like them a lot right now. We're bringing back a lot of experience, a couple of transfers, a couple of new guys, all of which will have impact on our team. I thought last year we got some things started. We didn't have quite the year we wanted to, obviously, but I think we're going to build on that, and looking forward to it this year. Sophomores, you have third-year sophomores and second-year sophomores. So Melvian Flanagan, we'll start with him. Melvian was the, I believe he's the only freshman on the all-region team last year. Was our leading scorer, led us in multiple statistics for categories in the offensive side. So he'll be a big part of our offense again this year. But we've brought him some help. We've got some other guys that we think are going to be able to help him. Like, first thing we're doing is, Melvian was the point guard last year. We're going to move him to the 2. We have a couple of newcomers that are going to vie for that spot. Darian Newchurch, transfer from East Central. He'll be a third-year guy at Terry High School. Scoring point guard that would play well again, play well, and then you also have Donovan Sanders. He is a freshman. I know you want to ask for sophomore, but he will also help fill that spot. But along with sophomores, we're looking forward to Kevin Grimes. Kevin has been here 3 years and hasn't gotten on the court yet. He's had injuries for 2 years. Came out with some big accolades. So we're expecting him to step in and fill some spots for us. He'll be probably like a 2-3 kind of player. And then you have Carr Cham. Carr is a returning starter for us. Shoots it really well. He's gotten more athletic this year. Has a better bounce to him this year. Expecting another good year from him. Probably the best shooter on the team, or one of the best shooters on the team. Lee Flenner is a transfer from Augusta State. Averaged 13 and 9 in the Peach Belt last year. He'll be a big part of our team. And then Caleb McCarty, also a transfer from Hines out of Biloxi High School, 6'7", player that will be a huge impact player for us. Dontavius Proby is just tough as nails. He was a huge part of our team last year. We were so short-handed, and to have a guy like him that's just, just gives it on every play, doesn't back down from anybody. And then Calvin Johnson, who got hurt, who was starting for us last year and then got hurt. He was starting at the 4 for us. He'll probably play the 4 again for us this year. He, hopefully he'll have a big role this year. He's actually has a little injury right now that we're waiting on results from. And then, of course, Anthony Ratliff, who was probably our best all-around player last year. Was a double-double guy. He's been hurt. He was hurt, got hurt right after the season, and he just came back 2 days ago. But we're expecting big things from him, like he did for us last year. We're expecting better things from him this year. Dylan joined us in the middle of the year last year. Dylan Farmer is a tough, big guy. Played great minutes for us last year. He is a Marine reservist, and he's just a great team player. He'll be he'll play that role for us. Just tough guy that can come in and get rebounds for us, and he can score, as he's shown. Donovan, I didn't really touch on Donovan too much. Donovan's a strong point guard. Donovan is going to be a huge part of our team. Well, it's a different conference this year. With we're going to be playing the North teams, and I haven't seen one North team yet. So that'll be new for me going into some of these places. But I think it's the usual suspects. I think Pearl River obviously returns most of their players, and they were at the top last year. They didn't win it. I think Holmes won it, but Pearl River was right there, and they're returning some really good players. And I think that and they always play hard. I think I don't know about their newcomers, what they have, but just for what they had from last year, they'll be back up there. Southwest is going to be very good this year, and I think Jones will be really good this year. Jones returns a lot of most of their team from last year, and they were very solid last year. I think that the North guys, I just don't know well enough to comment on them. You have Northeast is always very good, and East Mississippi is always very good, but I really don't know a lot about the other guys. I do know Northwest has some players too. I've heard about that. So I really can't comment much more on the North State teams, I'm sorry. I'd like to finish near the top of the league, if not higher. We're better than we were last year. And we're better, right off the bat, we're better just because we have numbers this year. Last year we played most of the year with 7 or 8 players. This year we have a full team. We returned a lot of the guys from last year that were significant players on our team, and we brought in some transfers and some new faces that are really going to help us. So I would suspect that we'd be near the top of the league. I'm not sure if where we are talent-wise, because I don't know what everybody else has. But if comparing it to last year, I think we're greatly improved from last year. Hopefully you'll see, if we're going to win, we're going to have to play some defense. And I think that was one thing that was really lacking on our team last year. But a big part of that was because we had so few guys. They had to play so many minutes last year. We had a game last year against Southwest. We actually won the game, but we played 4 guys 40 minutes. I've only played 1 guy 40 minutes in a game. Never played 2. Rather much 4 guys played 40 minutes. So our guys were exhausted, especially when you had 2 or 3 games a week to try to put those minutes in. So I think you'll see a much improved defensive team this year. And then on the offensive side, we run a pro-style offense. We run something called the pistol offense, which you don't see a lot of colleges run. Some of them do. There are a few that run them, but we like to run the pistol. It's a fast-paced offense, and so I think you'll see a fast-paced game. We'll press, especially now that we have more players. We plan to press both zone and man. You know, I'm looking forward to a great year. I think I have, last year was a tough year through COVID, both on and off the court for our guys, our families. But the one thing about these group of guys is that they're an excellent group of guys. They made the year so much better, both on and off the court. They finished their year last year with a 3.26 GPA, which is excellent for a junior college men's basketball program. So it's a lot of fun working with these guys, and a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. Next week we'll be back at Perk. We'll see you then.